Hello, my name is Michael Peters, and I'm from Houston, Texas. I recently had a divorce in the 418th District Court in Conroe, Texas. Judge Tracy Gilbert presiding. Judge Tracy Gilbert is pretty much a criminal. He's the type of person who will ignore all your motions and stack them all up and make deals behind the scenes to sell out properties, homes, take your money. Uh, I have proof. I've put $230,000 working in Iraq for 3.5 years, and put that money on my property and bought the property, and it was sold for $103,000 to make a quick sell, so that the Conroe court system can rape people, take their homes and all their money, and leave them with nothing. Now, my son has leukemia, and my wife had a brain tumor removed from her head. She's an unfit mother from El Salvador, doesn't even have a green card, and yet she's got custody of my son. Now, the jury said that I have joint custody, but I don't have no custody at all, because even the Judge Tracy Gilbert bailed out at the last after he did his damage. And what I mean by damage is that Judge Tracy Gilbert had Texas Children's Hospital and Baylor College of Medicine attorneys at every divorce hearing, if you can believe that, because the doctor had lied in my son's medical record. Now, Judge Tracy Gilbert is a Baylor graduate, and so they were making deals behind the scenes, and with the prosecutor and Judge Tracy Gilbert, and decided to deny me of all my rights, steal my land, steal my son, and let this lie proceed. Judge Tracy Gilbert is a corrupt judge. He doesn't abide by the laws, and people need to be aware of that. Do not vote for Judge Tracy Gilbert. He is a sick man, demented, and is stealing children. He is no better than a child molester, and is raping parents, families, stealing their land, their children, and turning a blind eye to justice and making up his own rules. My name is Michael Jeffrey Peters. I'm from Houston, Texas. I was living in Montgomery County, had a nice 5.25 piece of property that I was building myself. And this man stole everything from me. He is scum. If the jury says you have joint custody of your son, you should have joint custody of your son. But even the lies that the doctor put in the medical record and faxed to my wife's attorney to use to take my son were all deleted by the judge who was put in, a retired judge, James Esquire, from Hempstead, Texas. I don't know why I wasn't even at that hearing, because I knew they were corrupt. But he scratched through all that stuff. So if all that stuff's been deleted, why don't I have joint custody of my son? That's what the jury said. It's because our system's corrupt, and sick and demented judges like Judge Tracy Gilbert are on the stand manipulating our judicial system to rape and pillage us, our land, our homes, our money, and our children. He is the scum of the earth, and we need to stop people like Judge Tracy Gilbert from residing in positions in our judicial system. He's unfit to be a lawyer much less a judge, because judges, you would think, wouldn't make deals behind the scenes to protect doctors who lie in their courts. Judge Tracy Gilbert refused to see any motions at all. I had about 8 motions in the court trying to present my evidence, and he refused to see it. Until one day, categorically, he has a hearing and denies them all at one time. This man is a manipulator and has to be stopped. We need to stop scum like this from existing in our offices. My name is Michael Jeffrey Peters, and I like to get the truth out. I have the evidence against these perpetrators. I have all the evidence, and they have nothing. This doctor simply says that I told her I didn't give my son a med, and that makes everything okay. I vehemently denied that I ever said anything like that, and have absolute proof I didn't in black and white. But all this evidence was ignored because they wanted to steal my property. $230,000 I invested, and they sold it for $103,000 so they could line their pockets. We can't allow this type of behavior, these criminals, to exist in our justice system. Judge Tracy Gilbert is no better than a child molester and needs to be out of the Conroe Courthouse, out of the Montgomery County area, out of the state of Texas. This man should be in prison. What kind of judge refuses to look at the evidence? The old boys' school needs to finish. We don't want the backdoor deals, Judge Tracy Gilbert. You are scum, and you know what you've done. And I'll never stop these videos. I'm on to you, and I'm after you. You're the scum of the earth, no better than a child molester. My name is Michael Jeffrey Peters, and if anybody wants to contact me, my email is allkrafting@yahoo.com. Let's stop this scum and get them out of our office. If you'd like to see the evidence, I can show you. It's all in black and white, but it needs to be publicized so that you will know that I am telling the truth. Now, I'm not a speaker. I was a regular father until my son was stolen from me by this scum. And when I say scum, I mean that lightly. He's much more than that. He's no better than a child molester. And I know this video is a little bit shocking, but it's the truth. If you want scum and these backdoor deals done in your trials, judges that completely ignore the laws, then you've got the right person. Judge Tracy Gilbert will sell you out, take your children. CPS, I mean, when we talk about CPS, they're generally, parents are afraid. But guess what? CPS is on my side. They knew that I was giving my son the meds. The hospital social worker and nurse knew. Everybody knew. But Judge Tracy Gilbert, who's making these backdoor deals. Because protecting these doctors and the Texas Children's Hospital, Baylor College of Medicine, with this criminal, Dr. Zoe Dreyer, is employed. They're protecting them because of the money line. the campaign funds from the medical center. And you know that the medical center is donating to scum like our governor, who's a child molester, Rick Perry. Now, I have the evidence, and I have the line. You can't. Why would these people all ignore the evidence? I have 150, 200% proof of what's going on. That's why these videos are here. A plea to the American public, the Texans and the Houstonians, to listen to me and look at the evidence. Let's expose them. You want to clean up your judicial system? This is an opportunity. I have the evidence. I'm not worried about slander or defamation of character because these people have no character. We sit there and elect them in our office and find out that they're joining the old boys school and making backdoor deals, and that's what they do to line their pockets. These people don't want regular jobs. They want to manipulate the system, and that's what they do. As long as we allow it, they'll steal your land, they'll steal your children, and they'll steal your money. My name is Michael Jeffrey Peters, and this is a public broadcast for all Texans, all Houstonians, all Conroe, Texas residents. Please listen to me. Like I said, I'm not a speaker, but I do have the evidence. I need help to expose this scum and get them out of our office so we can clean up our government. Thank you and God bless you. My name is Michael Jeffrey Peters.